Good afternoon. We're back at RIAT speaking to C. Mark Brinkley, the spokesman for General Atomics, who have brought their latest product to RIAT. C. Mark, can you tell us what it is, what it's all about, what is this great beast you have here?
Yeah, thanks for having me. So the YFQ-42A collaborative combat aircraft is the United States Air Force newest air-to-air fighter. It's a prototype jet that's going to take first flight later this summer.
And what kind of reaction are you getting here at RIAT to showing off your product here?
Yeah, it's great. There's been a lot of people come and ask a lot of great questions. They want to know, where fighter jets are going. They want to understand autonomy a little more. They want to understand, where the Air Force is trying to go in the future. So it's been an opportunity for us to educate the public and to educate some of our industry peers on what we're doing and why.
So this is a stealth drone.
It is designed to have some low observable features.
Yeah. Okay.
When people say stealth, that can mean a lot of things to different people, but it's absolutely meant to have a low signature and be harder to spot on radar.
Okay. And this is a US DoD program, or is this a company funded program?
No, this is a DoD program. So the United States Air Force is on a path to acquire some uncrewed combat jets.
Okay.
And so they have narrowed it down to 2 aircraft, ours and a competitor.
This is not a Reaper replacement. This is not a
Reaper replacement at all. It's designed to put affordable combat mass, go fast, air-to-air mission.
So it's air-to-air and air-to-ground, both?
It could be air-to-ground. The Air Force specifically, the U.S. Air Force specifically, is looking for air-to-air as their mission set.
So this works with an F-22 or an F-35 as part of a major operation?
Absolutely. 5th generation fighters, the future 6th generation fighters, even advanced 4th generation fighters. We've flown some of our surrogate CCAs with a tablet.
Okay.
So, you could even imagine maybe in the future other types of aircraft that are connected to these CCAs and operating them and commanding them.
Would they be controlled from the pilot in the pilot cockpit of a fighter, or is this a wider control?
So there's been a couple of different approaches. One of them is in a loyal wingman configuration, where you would have a manned fighter and uncrewed fighters being controlled by that jet and commanded by that jet. There's also the concept of a semi-autonomous concept, where you have a box of sky that you want to be patrolled, and you tell the computer to go patrol that, and these are the things you want it to do, and it goes and does that with very limited interaction from humans. Semi-autonomous because obviously if you're going to pull the trigger and fire missiles at something, you want to have a human in the loop on that. But conceptually, it would be able to go patrol, collect information, find targets all by itself with no humans involved.
And you brought it here to RIAT at RAF. Is this something that you see as potential for international customers?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we just announced yesterday that we are going to partner with our General Atomics German affiliate, GA Aerotech, near Munich, to offer a European version of the CCA that's more tailored to European and NATO needs. You were asking about air-to-air. I mean, I think there's a lot of nations that are really more involved in the sort of air sensing and air-to-ground mission. And so this could provide an opportunity for those countries to have their own version that's got their indigenous sensors, indigenous weapons.
And can we just have a walk around the model?
Sure.
What are the main features of it? You've obviously got the tails, the wings. Does this have, could you call this a stealth product, or is it not quite in that realm?
So stealth means a lot of things to different people. So it is designed to be low observable and to have some of those properties that make it a little more, let's say, not easily spotted on radar.
Okay.
So it's not in the stealth fashion in the way that we think of, some of the B2,
F-117,
B-21, right? F-117. We've been talking about some of those aircraft. It's not that kind of aircraft, but it is certainly low observable.
And it's jet powered.
Jet powered.
That's the air intake at the top of the aircraft.
Correct. Jet powered. It's based on our XQ-67A aircraft, which we flew last year and is on the wall behind me.
Okay.
But the interesting thing about the way this is designed, it's really about affordable mass. It's meant to be able to deliver combat jets at an affordable price in a very quick fashion to allow you to build up a fleet much less expensive than you would if you were buying a traditional
And
manned fighter.
what's the engineering reason to have the jet mounted on top of the airframe? What does that give? What's the advantage is that?
I really, at this point in the contract, I can't really talk about the specifics and sort of what some of the design choices are about. But I will tell you that the interesting thing about what we're doing is we're taking a tip from the automotive manufacturing. And so the jet has a common core chassis and a lot of critical flight controls, avionics, engine, things like that, landing gear. All of that is common to the aircraft. And so then you can pivot from emission sensing, which is what the YFQ-67 is, to kind of an air-to-air role, which is the YFQ-42, to the air-to-ground that you were mentioning. So you take that common chassis and then you change the mission systems and you put a wrap on it and you're flying a new jet. Very fast. You can get to new flight on a new mission very fast.
General Atomics has a 30-year track record in unmanned aerial vehicles, drones you may call them, but it's always been one of the leaders in this technology.
That's right.
So why does this product give you an edge in this new market for these type of aircraft?
Well, it's interesting. General Atomics actually spearheaded this jet-powered UCAV concept back in 2008 with our MQ-20 Avenger. So for more than 17 years, we've been flying jet-powered UCAVs for a long time. Over the years, we've worked on a variety of projects. I think as we started, the interest was really about ISR, and it was about long endurance, and persistence. That's right. And looking down at the ground, I think as the technology continues to evolve and some of the manufacturing techniques to allow some of this rapid production, some of the 3D printing and some of the low-cost techniques are coming. And now I think that the world is seeing that there's an opportunity to move into a fighter capacity outside of just trying to use it for an ISR role. So very affordable way to add a lot of jets fast. And now that the autonomy is catching up to the idea, for years we've flown Predators and Reapers from the ground, right? They've been remotely piloted. What we're talking about here is a semi-autonomous piloting through computers. And I think the software catching up to the hardware has been kind of a one-for-one.
Your company's famous for being independent, privately owned.
That's right.
Is Elon Musk investing?
I doubt it. No, we...
Just a joke there.
Yeah, sure. No, we're really proud to be one of the last large privately held defense companies in the world. I mean, there's not that many of them. And to be privately held, family owned, I guess is what I mean. There's a lot of privately held companies that are investor held, as you understand, but this is a family owned company. It still operates in many ways like a small business. Very streamlined decision making. It helps governments that work with us get to decisions very quickly. And the founders are really visionaries in this, as you've noted, and they love airplanes, they love unmanned airplanes, and they really see where this is going. And they have invested over time in the future. And I think General Atomics is excited to be involved in anything that flies, and this is just one more opportunity for us.